Thank you for joining me. This week's tutorial is pieces of silver in the midnight. Let's get started, shall we? Here we go. Okay, this week's tool is going to hit a little different. To others, it's a number 2 pencil, but for a tiptoe pretty like us, it's a gem picker. And for those of you who do not know what a gem picker is, it usually looks like this. It picks up diamonds, small gems, small things for your nails. And then there's also these wooden skewers. They simply do the same thing as this number 2 pencil. Simply take the end of the pencil and dip it a little bit into the wax, enough to coat it. So when you pick up your glass pieces, your gems, or little objects, it will be easy to pick up. So now we're going to start with the thumb, and we take a base coat or a top coat so that we're able to stick the silver pieces. And also I have here silver nail design nail polish that can also add to the design that you have in mind. So I'm simply going to use this nail polish as a marker so that I will know where I want my silver pieces to go, and just come up with my own style creative pattern. So we're going to start at the cuticle and get down to business. I apologize for this interruption. My gems fell out of its container and I am struggling to pick them up right now.
Oh man.
But the show must go on. So it seems that our pencil is taking a break. We're going to call our helper from our last episode, the eyelash tweezer. Let's get back to business. Here we're going to do another top coat to add more embellishment to the thumbnail. And there we have it, the first phase of the thumb. Now some will keep it just like this, but I like to go a little extra. I think that's going to do it. Looks pretty nice. Now let's get to the other fingers. Starting with the index finger, we go through the same process of your top coat first, and then you find the pieces of silver that you would like to lay on your nail. You have to be very careful with this silver. It is super thin and has not much room for mistakes. So once you lay it on the nail, that's pretty much where the silver has to remain. And as you can see, I'm using the tweezers, different parts of it, to simply lay the silver onto the nail. So the pieces of silver in the midnight reminded me of the story when Jesus was betrayed by one of his disciples. The 30 pieces of silver was the price for which Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus. And this is found in Matthew 25 and 15 in the New Testament. So late one night before the Last Supper, Judas Iscariot decided to go to the chief priests to tell what Jesus was. Now these are like little pieces of glass, very thin and very delicate. But when you put them all together, it gives it a diamond effect on the nail. Okay, moving right along to the middle nail. Now, I'm going to go ahead and speed through the process. Every nail will get the same steps, but a different design. The procedure is always the same. Top coat or glaze on your nail first. Pick out a piece of the thin silver, lay it down. You pick up a gem and lay it in the way that you want. Here we're going straight to the cuticle to give it a nice little trim, and you just go on with your own design. Getting back to the symbolic story of the 30 pieces of silver, this was a precedence to the life of Jesus Christ. 30 pieces of silver was a cheap price of a slave back in that day. One interpretation says that it's about $3,000 in today's value. It represented how they actually felt about Jesus, like he was insignificant or worthless or not important. However, we soon find out that Jesus' life was worth more than anyone or anything in the world. And he gave up his life so that we can have eternal life. So yeah, that was just a little tidbit in history for an FYI to carry us along this tutorial. And now the middle finger is complete. Moving right along. And now we're going to put the silver polish on the ring finger to mark where we want to put the other material. And I'm now placing the silver glass pieces in random order so that the ring finger can have its own unique design. And last but not least, as they say, the pinky. When I'm designing, I always have a technique that I give more design to the longer nails, and with the smaller nail, just do an accent of the design, giving the pinky just a light touch of silver. And then we're going to add a couple of gems to make it look like a little silver ribbon with diamonds on it. And there we have it, silver pieces in the midnight. Aren't they lovely? Thank you for watching this tiptoe tutorial of silver pieces in the midnight. And remember, be safe.